Because of the way we make these momos, the devil momos are melt in mouth guys, you will totally enjoy this. Outside it has a spicy sauce, the name is devil, it has to be spicy. We are making this at home today, it has a topping of cheese. Let's make this kalsang restaurant style devil momo.
गाइस गुड मॉर्निंग। आप लोग स्वस्थ होंगे, मस्त होंगे। आप लोग न्यू वीडियो लेकर आ चुका हूँ। आप लोग न्यू होंगे तो सब्सक्राइब चैनल को, न्यू कोई कमेंट करके बताइएगा अपना राय। मेरा दोस्त बता रहा है कैसे बन रहा है, चलिए।
For that I am making the dough right now. So in a mixing bowl I have taken 1.5 cups of maida or plain flour. You can also do the recipe with atta and maida. Along with that I added salt and then I used some water to make a dough out of this. The dough has to be on the stiffer side, so be careful with the amount of water and then try to combine the dough more than adding the water. So once the dough begins to shape up, you will have to knead it for about a minute or two. You can see the consistency right now. You can also add the oil, which will ensure the momos are soft. So here I am taking about 2 teaspoons of oil. Just add regular oil or some saturated fats like ghee or butter. That would also really help. You can just add the oil or ghee and then mix it really well. The consistency of the dough has to be such that you don't have to use any dry flour or oil to roll it. My dough is ready. This is slightly on the softer side. Be careful with the amount of water. So the dough is ready. This will take about 10 minutes of rest. In that 10 minutes, what we will do is we will make the filling. So right now I have just covered it with the cloth and I will keep it aside. For making the filling, we will take a mixing bowl. In this, we will add the cabbage into it. Here I am taking one medium sized cabbage which I have grated. Using a food processor, you can also use regular chopped cabbage. Along with this, I am taking 2 onions which are finely chopped. To flavor the momos, I will take ginger. Here I have about 1 inch of ginger which is grated, and I am taking pepper powder and salt. If you like white pepper, you can use that. I am using black pepper and a little bit of salt. We will mix it all together and then we will leave it for about 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, all the excess water in cabbage will come out. A momo is not a momo without a juicy filling, but if the filling is very moist, then it will be very difficult to shape it and eat it. So what we will do is we will squeeze out the excess water after about 5 minutes. For that, you can take a little bit of filling in your hand and then try to squeeze it. All the extra water will come out and the filling can be kept in the another bowl. So similarly I have done with the remaining filling. You can see this is so much more fluffier right now, and this water is also very delicious. You can use this or you can drink it. The momos will still be very juicy, so don't worry about that. I will take about 1 teaspoon of oil in the filling and then mix it together. The filling will be done. After that, you can take a rolling board or a chakla and then you can take the dough that we made. We will knead it for about 30 seconds or so. This will ensure everything is well combined. After that, you can break the dough into a small portion and then we will try to roll it into a log shape. If it is sticking slightly, you can add a little bit of dry flour or maida. The reason I am doing this is to ensure we can get even sized momos. So after rolling it into a log shape, you can use a knife and cut it into small portions. After that, you can shape it into a loaf or a dough portion and then we will begin to roll it. These momos are best if they are thin guys, so if you need some dry flour to roll it, you can totally use it. At the end, you have to roll it into about 3 inches in diameter. After rolling it, the shape doesn't matter. How you shape it, that matters, in the sense, take a little bit of filling, place it in the center and then you have to pinch and overlap, in the sense you can see how I am shaping it. You have to do it the same way to make semicircle momos. So finally, after 7 years of making videos, I have finally learned making momos. You can see the shape, this looks good. So similarly, I will make the remaining ones. What we will do is, we will take a plate, apply a little bit of oil in that. This will ensure the momos does not stick to the plate. Making the momos is very easy. If you have one more person available for rolling it or maybe shaping it, at the end you can see how you have to do it. With one hand you have to hold it patiently and with the other hand you have to push the dough portion and then seal it. So after 15 minutes I have made all the momos. You can see the shape right now, it looks good. Now we will prepare to cook it. So for cooking the momos or basically steaming them, here I have the steaming racks. You can also use a regular plate and then steam in that. I have the racks available. I am using the steaming basket or basically a steaming rack. Apply a little bit of oil in this. This will ensure the momo does not stick to the pan. Be very careful. I mean, you can add more oil, but don't skimp out on this, because if the oil is less, then it will surely stick to the pan. So generously apply the oil. After that you can place the momos inside and then we will steam them. For steaming the momos, turn on the heat, and in the bottommost steamer part you can add some water and then cover it to boil. If you don't have a steamer, don't worry, you can use any kadhai or anything which is big and has a cover. Add some water into it and then you can place a wire stand or anything which can increase the height from the water, and then you can place the plate of momos and you will be done. Basically very similar to making dhokla, so you can understand that. So since the water is boiling, I will place the momo baskets on top. After that cover it and we will steam it for about 8 minutes. These are medium sized momos which are medium thickness, so about 8 minutes and this will be done. We will check this after about 5 or 6 minutes, but in that time what we will do is we will take a mixer jar and then make the chutney for it, which will be the essential part for making the devil momos. So in a mixer jar you can take 4 tomatoes which are of small size. Along with that 1 teaspoon of salt. I am also taking 8 cloves of garlic. These are medium sized garlic cloves, and here I have the red chilies. If you like it spicy you can use unsoaked ones. If you want it to be less spicy, then you can boil the red chilies and then you can use it. 6 or 7 red chilies you can use, and along with that here I am taking Timmor. If you don't have Timmor, don't worry, this is like a type of black pepper which is really popular and essential for making Nepali style momo chutney. We will cover the lid of the jar and then we will blend it into a chutney. It should look something like this and then we will be done. Now it's been 6 minutes or so. We will check the momos. Basically we will flip it. Because the steam is coming from bottom, I will place the bottom rack up and the top rack bottom. 2 more minutes and the momos will be done. Be careful about steaming the momos. If you over steam them or if you overcook them, then they will get chewy. They also shrink, guys, so you have to be careful of that. So these momos are done. They are looking absolutely great, and the way to check them is by seeing them in person. In camera this is looking like white, but in person it is translucent, slightly transparent, guys. At that stage it is done. You can take them out into a plate and then you can eat them like it is, or you can make the devil momos out of it. So here I have the steamed momos, and some are thick but overall they are great. I have a few thin ones as well. For making the devil momos we will take a wok or a big kadhai. Just ensure it is a big utensil, otherwise it will be a slight problem because we have to cook the momos as well. So heat up the wok in high flame. After it is hot you can take about 2 tablespoons of oil and then heat it until it is smoky. Once it is smoky hot, you can add the capsicum and onions into it. Here I am taking half a capsicum and 1 medium onion which is shelled. Along with this we will also add the momos and then we will stir fry the momos. Basically these are also known as kothe momos. Kothe momos are only cooked from the bottom. Here we are stir frying them. You can see the light golden spots on them. Once they are golden like this at a few places, these are done. We will take them out. Be careful, you don't have to cook them until brown, or you don't have to cook them completely. These just have to be slightly golden. Here I am not taking out the capsicum and the onions, just the momos. Once the momos are out, we will proceed to the next step. Pan fried momos or kothe momos are also a delicacy in themselves, so you can also try that, 1 or 2 pieces. After that you can take 10 cloves of garlic which are finely chopped. Along with that here I am taking spring onion whites. You can also add the spring onion greens right now. I forgot to add it right now, and continuously stir it and cook it for about 10 seconds. Don't overcook the garlic. We will add the spring onion greens as well. Along with that I am adding the chutney into it. So there you can see the flame is really high. We will cook the chutney for about 10-15 seconds or so. Everything happens very quick. After that we will add the salt. Be careful about the quantity of salt. Along with that, here I am taking white pepper and black pepper. To balance the spicy taste, you can add a little bit of sugar or tomato ketchup. But devil momos have to be spicy, so be generous with the spice. We will totally cook this for about 1 minute or so, so everything will happen very quick. Every step is very quick. If you want it in the same exact restaurant look, then you can add a little bit of red food color. Along with that, do add a little bit of soya sauce and about 1 teaspoon of vinegar. Vinegar is very essential right now. Anything spicy, vinegar goes really well. Now we will cook this for another few seconds. After that, you can add about 1 glass of water. If you want more gravy, then you can add more, but it's better to add little at a time. So 1 glass of water. Along with that, to thicken the water, we will take 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. I'm adding some water to it and then we will mix it. So here we have a cornstarch slurry. This will ensure we get a good devil spicy sauce. Right now it is watery, so with one hand stir the sauce and with the other hand you can add the cornstarch slurry and then continuously mix it. As I said earlier, if you want more gravy, you can add half a glass more of water and then this will be done. In total, I have taken 1.5 glasses of water. We will cook this until we get a boil in this. Once the devil sauce is simmering, add the momos into it. Here I am taking the kothe momos that we made. Just add the momos and then we don't have to cook it more, just about 30 seconds more and this will be done. The best part about this recipe is right now you can see how the momos are ballooning up, in the sense they are puffing up like a balloon. You can see them, they are looking so nice and they are like a balloon right now. They will be super tasty because of this step. These are done. You don't have to overcook them. In fact, if you overcook them, they will get chewy. So these are done. Now we will turn off the flame and immediately serve them. These are best when served hot. In serving also there is a small different ingredient. So right now what we will do is place them in a bowl. Sprinkle a little bit of spring onion greens and along with that I am taking a little bit of cheese. Right now I am using cheddar cheese. You can also use mozzarella cheese, but be careful with that. Don't add too much, just a little bit of it. A slight cheesy flavor along with the spicy sauce and soft momos, it's a totally heavenly combination. Do try this. I'm 100% sure you will enjoy this. The recipe is super easy if you get the momos from outside, so there's an idea. Try it out and share with me.